Well, tributes are flowing for American civil rights activist Reverend Jesse Jackson, who's died at the age of 84. He ran for the presidency twice, paving the way for Black Americans to hold high office, and was a protégé of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. In 2019, he reflected to the ABC on that pivotal time in US history.
Patient of Dr. King's speech. And when he spoke, people left their cars and came out of trees and came out of buses. All forces gathered to hear him speak. And when he spoke, it was just a thrilling, exciting moment, and something big was happening.
Incredible person. He spoke with the ABC a number of times actually over the last few years. Our America's editor John Lyons joins us now from Washington. John, of course, naturally there are so many tributes being paid to Reverend Jackson today, what he stood for, what he saw throughout history and the type of person he was.
Well, yes, Bridget, presidents from Barack Obama said we stood on his shoulders, through to President Trump has described him as a force of nature. Jesse Jackson really did break so much ground in the civil rights movement. His mother was 16 when he was born, and in those days she was unmarried. They were expelled from the local Baptist church. So he said once, I know hardship, I know abandonment. He rose, of course, to become one of the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr.'s key assistants, and in fact he was with Martin Luther King Jr. on that dreadful day or night in 1968 when Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated. There's a picture of them there together around that time. He then in some ways took over the mantle of Martin Luther King Jr. He then went on to become a serious candidate for the US presidency. Didn't make that, but has been a significant figure on the American stage for decades, and he made the treatment, the discrimination against blacks in America, he made that a mainstream issue. And that's something that, as Barack Obama has said, really made it an issue, particularly for the Democrats. And the night that Barack Obama was elected, his face was streaming with tears. So it's been a rich life, well regarded by both sides of politics, who are both giving them the tribute tonight for a very significant life of the Reverend Jesse Jackson.